Google's founder Sergey Brin had recently said that a degree is no longer the best signal of talent. Google, the company every engineering student dreams to join. Even if they don't care about a degree, why are you still running after a college? And honestly, it sounds logical. You can learn coding on YouTube, you can build projects on GitHub, and most meetings in tech are on Gmeet anyway. So why is everyone, your parents, your teachers, your relatives, insisting that you join a college? We are Kalviam and we are obsessed with one thing. What does the perfect engineering classroom look like? Today we are testing something radical. Does that classroom even need to exist? And here's what we will cover today. First, why online learning or learning from home actually works. Secondly, why it fails and how it can become a trap. And finally, the one key thing that college gives you that YouTube cannot. Stick around, the twist in the end might make you change the way you think about this completely. Online learning actually has advantages. To be specific, 3 advantages. One study found that average age of online students was in the mid-20s. These aren't kids trying to avoid hard work. On the contrary, these are adults actually trying to level up. If you are a 28-year-old working professional with a job, a commute, and maybe a family, sitting in a classroom from 9 to 5 is not possible. Online lets you study at night, on weekends, and even between meetings. That's not laziness, that's life. No hostel fees, no travel, no college fest contributions, no chai bills adding up every week. For many families, this matters more than you might realize. Real software work is almost actually remote today. GitHub, Slack, asynchronous updates, documentation. In some ways, studying from home is closer to how you will actually work than sitting in a lecture hall copying notes from a blackboard. So online sounds pretty good, right? Here's where it gets complicated. Let's talk about a number nobody puts on the brochure: completion rates. Research shows that 5% of people who sign up for an online course actually finish it. 5%. And on India's own Swayam platform, one study found an average completion rate of only around 4.6%. Now pause. This doesn't mean online equals bad. It means something even more simpler. When learning is supposed to be self-paced and self-driven, most people never complete. It's not because they are lazy, because life is noisy. Motivation fades and nobody is watching out for you. A regular college has a forced structure: attendance, exams, classmates, fear, parents calling. Online removes friction, but it also removes the system that keeps you moving. But then how does it work for that 28-year-old? Because that 28-year-old already has 3 things that you don't have. They already know who they are at work. They have built habits, they have shipped projects, they have survived deadlines and difficult bosses. They are adding a degree to an existing professional self. You are still figuring out who you are. They have colleagues, they have a LinkedIn network, they have people who have actually seen them at work. You are starting from zero. They have learned the hard way over the years to show up even when nobody is watching. And what about you? At 17, you are not just learning how to code, you are learning how to be a professional, how to communicate, how to collaborate, how to handle feedback, how to show up. And that doesn't happen in isolation. And here's the twist that changes everything. Most people think college is about information, where you learn the syllabus, the curriculum, the subjects. But here's the truth. At 17, you're not just collecting information, you're forming an identity. Who am I? What kind of professional am I? What do I stand for? How do I work with others? These questions don't get answered by watching videos alone in your room. They get answered in rooms with people, under pressure. When your project partner doesn't deliver, but you have to show up and complete it anyways. When you present your work and someone tears it apart. When you see your classmate grinding it at 11 p.m. and you feel, maybe I should work too. Identity forms through friction, through other people, through a struggle that has witnesses. A classroom isn't just a place where information is transferred. A classroom is where you become someone. And that's harder to do alone. Wondering if computer science engineering is still the right choice in 2026 when AI is everywhere? Or if you're not sure how to evaluate colleges and want to find out what actually matters for placements, join this free webinar conducted by industry experts and clear all your doubts. The link is in the description. If you want to learn more about Kalvyam BTech CSE, where you learn everything practically from day one, the link is in the description. Fill the form and our counselors will reach out to you with further details. At Kalvyam, we have been running an experiment of sorts. What if we design the classroom around collaboration and real work and not just information? And here's what we observed. Students who came in with lower marks but knew how to work with others, they often outperform the toppers within 2 to 3 years. Professional life rewards people who can build things with other people. Projects, peer reviews, internships, presentations in front of actual industry professionals. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. Is that the point? Also yes. Because that is how you grow into a professional. You can learn Python anywhere, but you can't learn how to be a professional alone. But look, maybe you have already chosen this path. Online might be your only option, but here is still some things you can do. Find 3-4 people, same batch, same goals, weekly calls, show your work, no excuses. Replace the campus push with a group that holds you accountable. Start putting your code on GitHub from day one, not because it looks cool, because it forces you to write for other people to read. Hackathons, meetups, internships, especially if you're shy. Your communication muscles, they grow only under load. So no, we are not saying that online education is bad. We are saying for most 17 to 21-year-olds, it is incomplete. It gives you flexibility, it gives you access, it can even give you a comprehensive technical learning. But it doesn't automatically give you a peer group that pushes you. Real collaboration every week, the messy reality of building things with others. And without these things, you don't just miss college life, you miss professional growth that a BTech degree is supposed to trigger. And that's why we keep asking the question, what does the perfect engineering classroom look like? Not a fancy building, not a brand name, a place where you don't just learn things, a place where you become someone. And that we're still figuring out, one classroom at a time.